urea? We said urea is formed in the liver. Urea is formed in the liver, okay? And dissolved in the plasma. Then it will be carried to the blood. To be excreted out of the body through the kidney. Is it clear for all of you? So now we will go to speak about excretion. And before going to details for the excretory system, I would like to mention the waste product or metabolic waste product. We have carbon dioxide, which will be excreted out of the body through the lung. We have urea, excrete out of the body through the kidney or urinary system. Right? Uric acid, spent hormone, excess salt, excess water, all will go out of the body by the urinary system. But only carbon dioxide will go out by diffusion through the lung. Okay? Fine. First question I would like to ask, okay, how, okay, urea is formed. Okay, and also where? First of all, you should know that urea is formed in the liver. So we answer the point where. Never ever say that urea formed in the kidney. It's wrong. Urea formed in the liver. After eating the food which is digested, okay, will be absorbed and will pass to the liver through the hepatic portal vein. Then the food will be carried from the ileum to the liver, where the amount of the amino acid and glucose in the blood will be adjusted. So if there is excess amino acid, this amino acid will be deaminated. So there is a process called deamination. Deamination means removal of the amine group of the amino acid. Or let's say excess amino acid. Okay? To form urea. Actually, it will form ammonia first, then ammonia will react with carbon dioxide to give the end product, which is urea. Then this urea will dissolve in the plasma of the blood and carried by the blood till it will be removed from the body in the kidney by process of excretion. You got it? Let me give more details regarding that part. Okay, I think grade 10 students, they had chemistry and they know the structure of amino acid. The word amino related to amine group, which has nitrogen part, and acid related to having carboxylic group. And here is hydrogen, and here any side chain of the 20 amino acid. That's why it's called amino acid. Our body cannot deal with that amine group. It have to be excreted out of the body. So when I say, okay, D means removal, amination, it means the body or the liver, remove that, okay, amine group. You got my point? So this is the meaning of the word deamination, right? This is exactly what happened now. Deamination, removal of the amine group, right? Okay, this group is removed. So this will be changed to ammonia and end up to be urea. Plus, this hydrocarbon part, okay, it's hydrocarbon part will be converted into carbohydrate. According back to the needs of the body, could be used for respiration, could be stored in the form of glycogen, but your body will never lose it because it has chemical potential energy. If it can be used or stored, your body will never lose it. You understand it or not? Is it clear? Okay. Okay, so this what will happen in the excess amino acid in the liver. Now, this urea, okay, will dissolve in the blood plasma to the kidney, carried by the blood to the kidney, where it will be excreted out of the body by making urine. Or some of this urea can be lost or excreted from the body if there is sweating. Sweating happens to lower our body temperature, not to excrete urea. But with the formation of the sweating, which is plasma fluid, or some of the plasma fluid will be lost out of the body by sweat gland and sweat pore, some of the urea, some of the water and salts will be lost. So this is another way of our body to excrete or lose some of its urea or this metabolic wastes. Is it clear for all of you? Hmm? Is it okay? طيب. Now let's go to complete our explanation, right? Okay. To go deeply to understand about the urinary system or excretory system at which our body will be able to get rid of the ammonia. Out of the urine. Okay. We have urinary system which made up of two kidneys, right? Right and left. Okay. And these two kidneys, okay, connected to tubular structure called ureter. and which goes to another structure, okay, called bladder. Called what? Bladder, okay? And there is one more tube or tubular structure which carry the urine out of the body, which is called huh, urethra. Is it clear? Okay. Let me show you how the system looks like. Here is the urinary system. Can you see it? Hmm? Has two kidney, even kidney shaped. It's very popular shape. Many things which have that shape, we say they have kidney shape. So we have two kidneys, right kidney and left kidney, right? Here, this is the ureter. Okay, we have two ureters, right and left as well. And here, bladder, and here the urethra. Okay, this is the urethra. There is the blood supply have to come to the kidney. Yes, the blood which carry the blood to the kidney, okay, carry more urea, more oxygen, more glucose, and it's called renal, okay, artery. A blood vessel called renal artery. The one which take the blood out of the kidney back to the vena cava, it will be renal vein. Okay? Uh, doesn't matter. This is sphincter cortex thing. Doesn't matter if I was not in our syllabus. Okay? Again, this is the contents of the or the structure of the urinary system. Okay? Kidney, right and left, ureters, one urethra carries the urine out of the body. So in the kidney, urine is formed, right? Then ureters carry the urine from the kidney to the urinary bladder. In the bladder, the urine will be stored till it will be full. Then urethra carries the blood out of the body. Is it clear for all of you? If I would like to go deeply kidney, to the kidney itself, it has also different tissue. If I will look at this one called, okay, cortex. And this lobular structure or this layer called medulla. And this part called pelvis. Okay, and here again the ureter. You got my point? If it's written here even renal pelvis. So cortex, medulla, and pelvis. This is the main three layers of the kidney. The functional unit in the kidney, which is responsible for making the urine, okay? Yeah, there are notes for the syllabus, okay? I will tell you at the end of the session. If you would like to buy it, I will write the number that you can contact with. Cortex and medulla, okay, and renal pelvis. These are the main three layers of the kidney, okay? The functional unit of the kidney here called nephron, right? Where is the nephron found? The nephron, part of the nephron found in the cortex and part of the nephron found in the medulla. Is it clear? Okay, right? If I would like to show you the nephron, here is the nephron. Here is part of the nephron. It's found like that, then that, then that. Okay, let me enlarge the kidney here one more time to show you the nephron and the parts of the nephron as well. Labeling of the system is very important. Labeling of the nephron also is very important. Let me draw the kidney one more time. Okay, here I said there is layer. This is plan diagram. I'll not give detail. This is cortex. And okay, this will be the medulla. And this part we can say is the pelvis here. Right, where is the nephron? Okay, nephron, it is found in the cortex and the medulla. This is the nephron. And there is what we called collecting duct, which collect, okay, urine from many other organ nephrons. So the main parts of the kidney, cortex, medulla, pelvis, here, ureter. Right. Let me take that nephron and I will enlarge it here. Nephron has a structure called glomerulus, and Bowman capsule. Here is the glomerulus. This part is the glomerulus. A knob of capillary and arterioles. Then Bowman capsule. Then we have another tubule, but folded like that, called proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, then it will make two long loop called loop of Henle. Then another convoluted tubule called distal tubule. And here collecting duct. Collecting duct, it's connected to many nephron where urine is collected from different parts of the kidney through the nephron. You got my point? Okay, let me put the labels. Okay, so this part called glomerulus. Okay, and this called arteriole, where the blood will get in to glomerulus. This also another arteriole. When the blood will get out of the glomerulus. Afferent and efferent actually. Afferent carries the blood into, efferent carries the blood out. Okay, this called Bowman capsule. Okay, and this is proximal convoluted tubule. Okay, here is distal convoluted tubule. Here collecting duct. Here lobe of Henle. This is the nephron and the parts of the nephron. Okay. Also, I would like you to know that arteriole will complete, okay, its branching and to form capillary, right? And at the end, it will make a venule. So it's surrounding all the nephron, and at the end, there will be here venule or vein. You understand it or not? Hmm? And we'll understand why blood will enter glomerulus, then the branching will happen after that to surround the whole tubule of the nephron, then venule will be collected from the different capillary surrounding the nephron. You got my point? Is it clear? طيب. Let me show you another. This is a very simplified diagram. I will give you like 1 minute to look at it to memorize the labeling. I will give you another diagram for labeling. Okay. You know, if you has doubt in that part, you can ask to label. Some questions come to complete diagram, but it never came to the nephron. But nephron definitely it come for labeling and explain the function of each part. But now we will label and we'll go to the function after finishing the explanation how urine is formed. Okay? So if I would like to label this part, who can tell me what is the name of that part? Yes, glomerulus. Good. Okay, so here is glomerulus. Okay, what about this part B? What is the name of that part B? Okay, Bowman capsule. Yes, Bowman capsule. Okay, what about this part here? What is the name of that part? Hmm. Yes, Usama, collecting duct. Okay, what is the name of that part? This one, C. This. No, not venule. This coming after Bowman capsule, it's proximal convoluted tubule. Our first convoluted tubule. Okay, and what about D? Huh? Second convoluted, this one is first. Okay, second one is second convoluted tubule. Okay, and this one, it's loop of Henle. Yes, so we should memorize the labeling of the nephron and function of each part. We will know when we explain how urine is formed. Okay, urea is formed in the liver and urine is formed in the kidney. Okay, let's ask another question here. How, okay, urine is formed. Okay, urine is formed in the kidney, right? Fine. Before asking how the urine is formed, let me ask one question. What, okay, are the components of the urine? What do you think? What does the urine have? Huh? What does the urine have? Hmm. Water, right? But it's better to say excess water. Okay? Excess salts. أو electrolyte, excess sodium, excess chloride, excess potassium, and definitely urea and uric acid. May have spent hormone, and you have to be sure that the urine of healthy person, and this all related to healthy person. طب why I said healthy person? Urine could have glucose if the patient has diabetes. Urine could have protein if the person have untreated blood pressure, hypertension. Pregnancy, sometimes female will have protein in their urine because of the pressure also, right? But healthy person, his blood must have zero glucose, zero amino acid, right? Some white blood cells could be found in the urine if there is urinary infection, but healthy person, water, salts, excess water, excess salts, urea, and uric acid. Is it clear? Hmm? طيب. Urea, excess water, excess salts, all found in the blood. How can we take these component from the blood and leave the red blood cells, white blood cells, the platelet? If I would like to separate this type of mixture, which has particles in different size, we will use process called filtration. Okay? And here the filtration, not like the filtration which is doing in the lab by filter paper and flask and beaker. No, this filtration must happen under pressure. That's why it's called ultra filtration, right? يعني filtration under the pressure. Okay? How filtration under the pressure? Let me go back to the structure of the nephron to see how did I draw it. If you see, I draw the arteriole which is carries the blood into the glomerulus wider, has wider diameter compared to the one which carries the blood out of the glomerulus. Do you see the difference in the size or not? Type. A lot of blood get into the glomerulus, but very small or smaller amount allow it to leave. This will create what? It creates pressure, high blood pressure, glomerulus. Give me 1 second. No, it will not be filtered in the arterioles and not by osmosis fibers. Just listen to me now. Okay. The blood will flow into the glomerulus within larger volume compared to the blood which will leave the glomerulus. You understand? Okay. This will create pressure in the glomerulus. This pressure, okay, will make some of the plasma fluid to leak out through the glomerulus, okay, through the pores. This glomerulus adapted to do that function. It has pores. Through this pore, some of the plasma fluid will leak outside. Plasma fluid will leak containing water, salts, urea, uric acid. Everything can pass except the large, okay, protein. They are too big to pass. White blood cells, red blood cells, platelets will not pass. That's why it's called filtration. And actually, it's filtered due to the presence here of basement membrane, okay, which allow only small molecule to pass and not the larger one. You understand it or not? So filtration or ultrafiltration occur. Okay, there is high blood pressure created in the glomerulus. This will allow some of the plasma fluid to leak outside of the glomerulus to be filtered into Bowman capsule. Will only water, salts, urea allowed to pass to Bowman capsule, proteins too big to pass, platelets, red blood cells, white blood cells also will not be filtered out. This is the process of ultrafiltration. You got it? Is it clear now? Hmm? Okay. Do you have any doubt? Hmm? طيب. So what's found here in the convoluted tubule? The filtrate, which contains what? Water, amino acid, glucose, salts, everything soluble in the plasma will be there. So the component of the filtrate here, it is exactly the same of the component of the plasma fluid in the blood, but it will not stay for a long time. What will happen? In the proximal convoluted tubule here, there will be selective reabsorption. So the second step here of the urine formation, first one is ultrafiltration, second one is selective reabsorption. Selective reabsorption of what? Of all amino acid and glucose. It will be reabsorbed where? To the blood. And this explains now why a lot of blood will be surrounding the proximal convoluted tubule, okay, to reabsorb the glucose and amino acid, okay, back to the blood one more time. You got it now? You understand it? Hmm? So here selective reabsorption to reabsorb all glucose, all amino acid. Okay? طيب. If I will take this part, I will enlarge it here. Here is the proximal convoluted tubule, and here the blood vessel. So glucose, amino acid, will completely reabsorb it back to the blood. So this will create water potential difference or not? Yes. So definitely this selective reabsorption, which is active process, will be followed by reabsorption of most of the water. Here, okay, reabsorption of most of the water and some of urea also. 60% of urea is reabsorbed back. You understand? Is it clear? So first, ultrafiltration. Second, selective reabsorption of glucose, of all glucose and all amino acids, followed by reabsorption of water by osmosis, because water potential gradient will be created as well. Most of the water is reabsorbed here in the proximal convoluted tubule as well. Okay? No, you have to say selective reabsorption. Don't say reabsorption only. You have to give I give you very simplified details. So you have to follow this one. I'm not giving you extra detail. This is the details which is needed according to your curriculum or syllabus content. You got it? But what will happen in loop of Henle and the second convoluted tubule and collecting duct? Reabsorption of water will happen. More and more reabsorption of water will happen. Okay? To make the urine very concentrated. Then collecting duct will pass it to the pelvis, then ureter, then the urinary bladder. You got it? This how urine is formed. 3 or 2, you can say. First, ultrafiltration, which is filtration under pressure. Second, selective reabsorption. Then more and more reabsorption to reabsorb more water, right? Back to the blood, so your body will not lose that much amount of water. If you see how many times blood will be filtered in billion of nephron in the kidney, a lot of filtrate will be there, but only very small amount of urine we form, a very few amount of water we lose a day in the form of urine. Okay, this to maintain our internal environment constant. Also, urea will be lost without loss of water from the body. You understand? Is it clear? After selective reabsorption, yes, Sama, but before, no, they will have the same concentration. Is it clear? Okay, I hope you understand this part today. Okay, if you need any other topic to explain, just you can send me, or we can decide next session whatever you want me to explain. I will be ready to give it to you in the live stream. Okay, I would like to thank all of you for attending, and if you need any extra help, you can call me, right? One of you asked about the notes or classified questions. If you need any notes, any classified questions, you can contact this number. We will tell you where it will be available. Okay? Do you need any other help? Here is the number. If you would like to contact for the notes, or for the classified questions. Okay? Okay. Thank you all. Bye.